Hi everybody, sanibonani, happy Friday. Sanibonani igama lami ngoNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyazifunde incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lesiZulu, and today we are getting to chapter 10. Bese sizala sokhuluma ngazo lezi incwadi, sixoxela laba phela abangenaso isikhathi sokuthi bayifunda incwadi nalabo abasuke benqena nje ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama reality shows ethu ala eMzansi, bese sizala sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senze ama reviews ama recaps, siphinde futhi sikhulume nga any other issues avukayo mangabe lama shows sesiwabukile with TV. This weekend is my weekend without the nanny. So I'm going to be my own nanny this weekend. As you guys know, laba who've been on my channel all the time, that if it's one of those weekends my videos come a bit slow. They do come, they just come a bit slow because like I'm between the two jobs. It's like YouTube and the motherhood without help. So if I come here being a mess, you guys, listen, you just have to understand, you know, I'm between two jobs. Listen, isiqephu sasanamhlanje isiqephu 10, you guys. As we all know, we are doing incwadi yethu Liyoze Nangakithi, written by ubaba indaba yakhe W Zulu. And as we left off ku episode 9, usalapha eBaragwanath Hospital. He's been there for over a year, you guys, and now he's on a wheelchair because of the error that was made by our doctor while they were doing an operation on him. However, they are not explaining to him what went wrong. All he knows is he went to theater, ekwazi ukuhamba, he's out of the theater, he cannot walk. You know, it's such a sad story, you guys. I cannot get over it. It's so heavy for me to read because I can relate to so much of the stuff that is happening in this story. So now in this chapter, it starts by telling us at that time, physiotherapy was almost like the one thing that rescued him from feeling depressed and gave him hope as well, because the more physio he did, the more things he was able to do ukuthi azenzele zona. So ubeya kwi-physio ayojima, but also ubeya kwi-physio to meet abanye abantu who had other disabilities. And ukhuluma ngokuthi umebona abanye abantu abakhubazekile bekuba nalento yokuthi ubona i-situation yakhe ingekho that bad, because ubebona abantu abanama disabilities are worse than him. Ukhuluma ngendaba yokuthi mhlawumbe abanye abakwazi nokusebenzisa ingalo kanti yena he could, abanye abakwazi ukusiqhuba ngama wheelchair yena he could. So ama physiotherapy sessions for him abemsiza kakhulu. Athi very soon he realized ukuthi there were two things abekufanele asebenze kuzona, he needed to work on. What one was i-mindset yakhe, ukuthi ingqondo yakhe needed ukuthi ibe strong kakhulu naney'ngalo zakhe, because he realized ukuthi kwakungekho easy ukuthi asebenzise i-wheelchair. So ubedinga ukuthi abe ney'ngalo ezi-strong so ezokwazi ukuthi acontrol i-wheelchair, and he could only do that if ingqondo yakhe is-strong. So izona zinto eziwu-2 lezo afile ngathi kufaneke enze sure ukuthi is strong, so that he gets closer to igoal yakhe ukuthi aphume kule ward le aye kuyona yabantu abagula kakhulu, abalimele kakhulu, and get closer to ukuthi one day ahambe aye elokhuzane aye ekhaya. And then uthi after isikhathi wa discover ukuthi there was, I think, ward 12 obunabantu abanama disabilities also abahamba ngama wheelchairs and stuff, but abebe busy like befundiswa imisebenzi yezandla, befundiswa playing musical instruments, ama piano, ama guitars and all of that, kodwa bekwabantu abadala kunaye. So uthi now and then bentshontshe from hospital and just isikhathi ahamba kule ward leyo to learn lezi zinto nabo bebeyifunda lapha kule ward. Uthi because ubesesibhedlela isikhathi eside, he soon realized ukuthi okay, like khona izinto right ezenzekayo but khona nezinto wrong ezenzekayo. Like ukhuluma ngokuthi at some point I realized ukuthi khona nabadayisa ama drugs khona la, and when he discovered that abanye bebengasathanda ukuthi eze kule ward le ngoba vele le ward bekuyabantu abadala, but uthi bekuno umuntu wesilisa ubaba othile who was Friday Mavusa naye obesa gangster la kodwa naye limele and decided ukuthi uzoconvince laba abanye ukuthi no it's fine akeze wodini ngeke aze abampimpi ngendaba yama drugs and stuff. Kodwa ukhuluma nje ngendaba ukuthi at least kuleyo ward ubeya afile ngathi ubeba ne hope ngoba abantu abaningi even though bebelimele somehow kodwa everyone had into ethila beyenza ekhombisa ukuthi banethemba lokuthi impilo iyaphambili, impilo iyaphambili. So then that same person uFriday Mavusa ngathi at some point he became umuntu okuyena olwela amalungelo abantu kakhulu when it comes to kulala amalungelo abantu abakhubazekile. He started certain organizations ebesiza abantu abakhubazekile and organization ebizwa ukuthi i-Disabled People South Africa, DPSA, was actually started by him ngaleso sikhathi leso. So was started leyo organization attended to ama-needs abantu abanama disabilities, abantu abakhubazekile. Athi actually i-statement esithi nothing for us without us siqhamuka lapho from ukuqala kwaleyo organization leyo eyayiqalwa uyena uFriday Mavuso. Uthi unfortunately uFriday Mavuso died in 1996 in a car accident. Ngaleso sikhathi vele organization was bigger and he will travel to different provinces ayokwenza ama talks okwesisikhathi ayoba mediator ne mhlawumbe makunonga understandani when it comes to fighting for the rights of people with disabilities. So that's washona ngo-1996, but he had done umsebenzi omkhulu kakhulu when it comes to kulwela ama-rights abantu abanama disabilities. Uyakhuluma still lana ngendaba ukuthi he really ubekhumbula ekhaya kakhulu and ebala iminyaka ehlala esibhedlela. He could count ukuthi now this is the year abantu ayefunda nabo are doing umatebletsheni baqeda esikoleni. And remember then ukuthi mawuqeda esikoleni bekuba nama-hopes ukuthi uyakosebenza, not so much ukuthi uye university. So he had that ukuthi yena he's still trying to figure out the basic things zokuthi azisize uya kanjani etoilet, uzipha kanjani ukudla and all that, while his friends probably bayaqeda manje esikoleni next day bazobe besebenza. So ngaleso sikhathi uye waba nengcindezi yengqondo esingasho sithi depression ngaleso sikhathi, because mayicabanga lezo zinto ubecabanga nje indlela ukuthi yena ustuck la esibhedlela while abantu are moving on with their lives. But now and then uyamention ukuthi uanti wakhe nomalume wakhe labo behlezi bemvakashela, they would come now and then. Obviously there will be challenges as a transport, and now it's like 1975 1976, so kunezinto it was closer to the time when there was the Soweto uprising. So before that vele bekunaloko kuvunguza ukuthi it wasn't really like bekungaliwa, but it wasn't really peaceful either. So ukutravela kwabo njalo from Natal Spread beze sibhedlela, it wasn't as easy as it would be right now if ukuthi ufuna ukuhamba from Natal Spread to Elokhuzana esibhedlela. So ngaleso sikhathi bengekho, but now and then if ekhuluma ngayo malume wakhe uVukudle with uanti wakhe, honestly uzasho naye athi those are the only people he remembers to have given him uthando. Ibona abantu abakhumbula bemnika uthando, ibona abantu abakhumbulayo every time abefikile. It's the only time he will feel like there is hope, you know, there is hope for the future, because they will always do something or say something kumkhumbuza ukuthi no, you still usanayo impilo, usazophuma la esibhedlela, usazophila and ekhaya sikulindele, you know. And so now and then they will come and visit him. One ngalo nyaka I think bekus 1975 Christmas Day, they come and they visit him. And akumphathele i-gift mayifika vele uyasho ukuthi awugesi ukuthi yini le ngikuphathele yona, hayi uthi uyagesa ugesa all kinds of things that acabanga ukuthi antu akumphathele zona, and but he didn't guess it correctly. So mase ayivula antu wakhe i-gift and uthola ukuthi umsakazo like i-radio, and ukhuluma ukuthi why excited kanjani ukuthi there was the first time, and there was another time ethola ukuthi abe ne-hope ngempilo ngoba uqale lapho ukuthi alalele Joshua Mlaba ku Radio Zulu, alaleli story or whatever that was going on ku Radio Zulu. And then the next time bezovakasha after leyo visit bezovakasha nendoda ethila ngayazi uthi bafike nje babingelelane kube right as usual, but anga understand le ndoda le iyubani futhi izokwenzani la. So uthi mase beqeda ukubingelelana umalume wakhe uyambuza ukuthi uyamazi lo muntu esamba naye, athi na yangimazi malume, bese ethi ene kanti wena uzalo ubani ubaba wakho, athi yena mina ubaba wami kusho ukuthi inyoni ethile eyandiza yangabuya, yabo. And bamangale bonke ukuthi what he means by that. Naye ayisurprise vele ukuthi usho kanjalo. I guess vele it is inyoni eyandiza yangabuya to him because he's never really met ubaba wakhe. So bese ubaba wakhe yamtshela ukuthi no, lona esamba naye kahle kahle ubaba wakho igama lakho Moses Mathaba. Amangala la ukuthi hawu kanti kunobaba ngihlele nje nasho ukuthi Moses Mathaba uhlala eMpangeni and usebenza kuibhuni umthanti. And yeah, I guess ubaba wakho ufikile ethi uzokubona ekhaya, and that's when we told him about the fact that usesibhedlela so sasesiza naye sokubona. Ukhuluma naye about how strange it is to meet ubaba wakhe. I guess it is as strange as lesasikhathi ehlangana noma wakhe. And uthi I mean kwangekho okuningi angaxoxa nobaba wakhe except ukuthi wayibuza imibuzo ethile about icondition yakhe, wamchazela lokho ayekwazi ukuthi amchazele kona. Bahlala leso sikhathi abahlala bevakashile esibhedlela, and then kwashiya isikhathi sokuthi ke now sebeyahamba. Uthi mase behamba wamnika like u10 rand. I was trying to think u10 rand ngo1970 u10 rand ngo1975. I'm trying to see ukuthi ivalue yayo ingakanani. Ngiqala isikole mina ngo1988 and ngangiphatha u10 cent. Was it 10 cent or 20 cent esikoleni? 10 cent or 20 cent, but I guess if we go back kancane, it's in 1975, you know, maybe 10 rand it was a significant amount, but I mean for ingane that you haven't seen, maybe 100 rand, you know. Let's just say 10 rand have 100 rand today. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I'm sharing the 10 rand. And following that visit, Utizinto, they got better. Now it's 1976. At the beginning of 1976, Utingabo February kanjena iphysio started making ilokuzana difference enkulu empilweni yakhe, and ubesekwazi ukuthi maye depressed unama tools athile. If depressed is either uzolapha yana kwiphysio or uzohamba elapha kule award where people are playing games, people are playing music, people are doing arts, and naye enze leyo art adwebe. He had his own interest when it comes to ilokuzana the arts. And then around that time he meets usisomlungu bebembiza ngokuthi Mambaula. I think she was like a social worker kind of. So Mambaula encouraged him because yena behlezi ekhuluma ngendaba ukuthi ufuna ukuya esikoleni. So I was like, but you can still go to school. It doesn't mean ukuthi just because ulana njengamanje you can't go to school. In fact, even being here ungakwazi ukuthi ufunde ula, ungakwazi ukufunda ngeposi njengoba ula. So he realized ukuthi how kanti kunalawo possibilities, and then wamtshela nangendaba ukuthi kunesikole iDamelini uyakwazi ukuthi ufunde kusona while ukude naso. And then ke masethi uya research kancane ngaye athola ukuthi okay, it's a good idea kona, but he's going to have a challenge yemali, akanayo imali. And noma bawolo bemuntu ukuthi akusiyo umuntu ukuthi mhlawumbe angakwazi ukumnikeza ilokhuzana imali. But ke Mambaola athi no, khuluma nefamily yakhe and see if there's anything they can do. Bona mhlawumbe bangakusiza ukuthi ene uregister la esikoleni, at least usuhleli lana ubufunda. And remember ukuthi vele imfundo was one thing abeyifunda ngempilo yakhe yonke. Njengoba ehleli la into emenza ukuthi abe depressed more than anything is that abantu ngaphandle bayafunda, yena ula isibedlela uhleli and he's not doing anything. So akhulume so bavumelana ukuthi uzokhuluma nefamily yakhe noma Mambaola uzozama ukuthi athole information about, you know, ukuthi abukho nabantu abangamsponsor ukuthi akwazi ukubuyela esikoleni. And so enze kanjalo akhulume nabantu basekhaya. Umalume akhalandula ukuthi usanda ukuthenga ilokhuzana, bale benayo isebenzisile ukuthenga ivan le Toyota, and ulobo lonkosikazi wakhe wesithathu. Kunonkosikazi uthi wayethatha unkosikazi wesithathu, phela impilo angithi is going on ekhaya. So uthi uthatha unkosikazi wesithathu and uyalobola, so akabona ukuthi uzoba nayo imali ukuthi amfundise. Ayi naye abona ukuthi ayi nale dream leni akushuthi ngempela iphupho lakhe naye liyashabalala ke manje. Uthi after around June, which was in 1976, as we all know, at that time, obviously, there was a Soweto uprising. At that time, uyakhuluma indaba ukuthi ingekazi vele sekunengcindezelo yokuthi abafundi bafunde be-implementa kakhulu ibantu education, bebe-introduce i-mathematics and nendaba yokuthi faneke kufundwe nge-Afrikaans ey'koleni. Remember, in mathematics, they were finding it difficult very. It was something that is new kubantu abamnyama. And then on top of that, kufanele bayifunde nge-Afrikaans. And then ukhuluma ngakuthi bona bese sibhedlela nje bebezwa lezo indaba lezo. Remember, balalela nje ku-radio ukuthi kwenzekani in Soweto. And then and ukhuluma ngendaba ukuthi at the time, initially when it was talked about indaba ukuthi abafundi bayamasha bayatoyitoya and what, to them the impression was, what are these kids doing? Like, they have an opportunity to study, why would they not take ilokuzane education? Ngendlela abanikwa ngayo uhulumeni ufuna ukubafundisa ngendlela afuna ukubafundisa ngayo, why bengayithatha? For them it felt like these kids are just ungrateful when there was a Soweto uprising. But over time they learned ukuthi kahle kahle imapha ama issues ingane bezinawo with education. Ukhuluma ukuthi ngaleso sikhathi ke after ke Soweto after umhla 16, because the uprising was on the 16th, a lot of the kids died, abaningi badutshulwa. So uthi isibhedlela became really busy, bebabaningi abalimalayo, abalimala bangasakwazi ukuhamba. A lot of abafundi bashona, abanye they would disappear, bangatholakali. So isibhedlela was extremely busy ngaleso sikhathi. So then ngaleso sikhathi vele idream yokuthi ahamba ayofunda eDamelin isakhona. And then uMambawula lo uthi while bezama ukuthi bathole indlela ukuthi mhlawumbe ukhona yini umuntu ongakwazi ukuthi amthathe amfundise, I decide ukuthi uzomfundisa ukutype ngomshini, like ukutype. Uthi hey, kwakunzima ngempela isadla sazama ukufunda because bekuyiphupho lakhe ukuthi ufuna ukuba umabhalani, not ukuthi really ufuna ukuba umabhalani, but at that time it was iyona nto abantu abebelwela ukuthi babe yiyo, ukuba uthisha, ukuba unesi, ukuba umabhalani. So nayo befuna ukuthi abe umabhalani. And then around July kwaba nama social workers afikayo esibhedlela. Uthi mayifika lama social workers esibhedlela it's like bekuyi organization ethile, mabefika esibhedlela waba omunye wabantu obizwayo ukuthi azokhuluma nawo, and uthi bambuza nje a lot of questions about the condition yakhe, bambuza ngefamily yakhe, uthi wabanika ke whatever information he could give them, nendaba ukuthi unesifiso sokuthi ahambe ayofunda. And then bona basebethi kuyena kunesikole esivuliwe eNkandla sabantu abakhubazekile, bacabanga ukuthi singa right ukuthi ahambe ayofunda kusona, uzohlala khona, and then bazomkhokhela bona ukuthi afunde kulesikole. He was very happy about it, excited ukuthi isikole seNkandla, which is closer to home. Obviously he had that feeling yokuthi uzoba kude futhi nomalume wakhe siphela. Remember umalume wakhe bahlala eNatal Spruit but emakhaya ngingale ngakoNkandla. So fine, but he was happy ukuthi at least nje ubuyela in KZN, and ubuyela uzoba seNkandla bazokwazi ekhaya ukuthi excuse me and excuse you. And okay, and then so he was happy with Eklitsi uyenkandla. And then at that time he had been eBaragwana 2 years. Edanga kahle to me ukuthi because ubezwa ka form 1 angithi ngenkathi ehamba laphana ekhaya, and then waya eNatal Spruit a year, and then lana usehlala 2 years, so that's 3 years. Edanga kahle because he's saying since esesibhedlela laba abantu abashiya abangani bakhe they are already doing umatebuletshen, angazi benga-edi kahle lapho. But anyway, now it's like 2 years full eseBaragwana, but ngo-August ke that's when officially he is discharged. Useyakwazi ukusebenzisa i-wheelchair. He has hopes now ukuthi uyahamba esikoleni. So packed everything, his artwork, all of the books he used to read lana esibhedlela, said his goodbye ngoba phela besenabangani esejwayele no-nurse stuff, everything, says his goodbyes. And then ke umalume wakhe no anti wakhe bafika that day just to say goodbye, because bona ngithi abahambi nayo kwenkandla fanele baye ekhaya bona Nelspruit. They come and then bezothi goodbye, and then i-ambulance ke was there ukuthi ene izomthatha, and baya naye kwi-ambulance kahle bayovalelisa u-anti wakhe was crying, yabo nje engekho happy ukuthi ahamba, kodwa futhi azi ukuthi ayikho into abangayenza. And then nomalume wavalelisa, and umalume was trying to make things light ngokuthi athi hayi at least uzuyomutha, amantombazane laphana amahle, indawo entsha, so you'll be fine, so. And then imthatha ambulance uthi mayebuka mayisekwi-ambulance ebuka through the small window ye-ambulance, umalume wakhe no-anti wakhe besithela uthi ufile ngathi it's like he's moving away from the only love ake alifeel and the only people that ever gave him hope ngempilo. But at the same time he was looking forward to ukuya laphayana esikoleni esisenkandla ngoba at least he had hopes zokuthi athole le education that he had been wanting for a long time. Guys, that is my episode for today. If it's late, guys, today, this episode, do forgive me. I love good, and then the story is turning positive, but I'm worried about the fact that we are in Kandla, where he is more closer to his mom. So angazi nomama wakhe will make effort ukuthi ahamba yomvakashela nanokuthi ubaba wakhe njengoba ezile wazommitha, now will he keep the relationship, kodwa ke I'm very happy ukuthi things are looking up, because at least he's going to get the one thing that he has always wanted, which is education. Anyway, you guys, that is my video for today. Please like it before niphume, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.